Of course, this is the review that gets delayed by 30 minutes because of shitty connection. By the way, 15 seconds. Yeah, remind me if I ever get a time machine to shoot the father of the president of Charter Communications in the dick before that company could ever be created. I hate it. With a BB gun. Sorry, in Minecraft. Shoot him in Minecraft. Nobody's watching this anyway, who cares? Hi, everyone. This is a great story. Yeah, of course it'd be this movie we have to delay by 30 minutes. This movie. Alright, do the thing. Fuck you! Yep. I was kidding, by the way. Don't shoot the president of Charter's dad in the dick in the past in Minecraft. Be good children. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Anyway, hi everyone. It's me, the movie and TV guy. Luke, if you're watching this, turn this off right now and go finish Nimona, damn it. I know you're watching this. Luke? Hey Drew, what's going on, buddy? Drew, right on cue. Luke, damn it, go finish Nimona. You're being a bad boy. I'm gonna ground you. Yo there. Hey Jared, what's up, buddy? Luke is watching a good movie right now, and he's choosing to pause it to watch this. Luke, go watch Nimona. I give you permission to leave. It's okay. I give you permission. That's more important than this. Threatening the freaking president of Charter's dad in the past. Hi everyone, this video's off to a great start. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant the Movie TV Guy. It's the Angry Grant Show. I'm so tired. Is it Oscar season yet? Are the good movies coming? Please say yes. And not just, good fun like The Equalizer 3, like actually like great movies that are like Oscar contender. Like, Killers of the Flower Moon cannot get here fast enough. Anyway, yeah. Hi everyone. It's the Angry Grant Show. What a waste! What a waste of resources, talent. Anyway. So we're here to talk about a movie, a bad movie, The Good Mother. It's The Good Mother is directed by Miles Joris Parafit. Honestly, I don't care if I'm saying that correctly. That's a complicated name to pronounce. This movie, he's also co-wrote it with someone else. This movie is, first and foremost, this is a spoiler review. Okay, I'm going to tell you what happens in this movie. Because I feel the need to say so you don't waste your time. This is a movie that is... I'm not even going to do the basic description. Her son is murdered. She's trying to figure out who did it. He was a junkie. He was getting high on fentanyl. We know who did it in the first 15 minutes because of poor direction. And it takes another hour and 15 minutes for everyone else to catch up. Alright. Fuck the plot. Alright. Anyone who actually wants to see The Good Mother, leave now. But I warn you, don't see this movie. Know it's bad, know it's going to get my lowest score, and leave it at that. You out of the room? The few people who are still moderately curious? Okay. Jack Rayner did it. The older son did it. He killed his brother, or he had his brother killed. The reason I know this is because two flaws in the direction. First off, the opening shot of the movie is the younger son getting gunned down. You see the outline of the facial structure of the person very clearly. The filmmaking doesn't even try to hide it. Secondly, you know the whereabouts of every other character in the movie to some extent, or their alibi, except the brother, which is also a takeoff. Also, Jack Rayner is a terrific actor. So is the titular character, played by Hilary Swank, who's had a couple of bad movies, but is truly a good actor. You also have in the mix a girlfriend of the late dead son, played by Olivia Cooke, who's also pregnant. Olivia Cooke, also a phenomenal actor. What are they doing in this movie? Why are they also executive producers of this movie? I'm honestly asking. Why? This movie is so bad. It's actually kind of offensive. Like, this movie it does not at all respect its audience's time or intelligence. It is pointless. This whole movie, it's 88 minutes long. It sans credits. There's like 8 minutes of credits, so it's really more like 80 minutes, which is the only real good quality of it. And I have to give it to Hilary Swank, Jack Rayner, and Olivia Cooke. They are really trying. They're good actors. They're really trying to make something of this. This movie is a trashy exploitation movie that has delusions of pretentious grandeur to it. That's what it is. You know who did it right early on. Halfway through the movie, the big reveal happens that anybody who's paying any attention knows is what it is that the older brother did it, who is a dirty cop. Then the last half of this movie, the last 40 minutes of this movie, is waiting for Hilary Swank to figure it out. That is the whole rest of this movie. Before we arrive at an ending that is what I call a run rabbit run ending, in that it is so vague and so unclear and it's trying to be open-ended, but it's really more coming off like they just didn't know how to end it, because it's so vague and it's so not clear what happens, and also so offensively pointless that it also renders the movie pointless retroactively in a movie that was already pretty close to pointless. This is a movie that is really poorly shot, really poorly edited, and it's one of those movies where the guy writing it, you could practically see him putting his hand down his pants, jerking himself off to this. Like, oh, I'm so deep. I'm so deep. I'm so deep. Like, it's that kind of movie. It's like, oh, I'm so deep, man. It's like, no, you're not. You're a fraud. And the whole movie is constantly, and so then all throughout this movie, it's totally humorless, it's totally bleak, but not interesting. Like, it's not bleak in a way that it's like a Requiem for a Dream thing, where it's actually trying to explore the drug problem, because the thing is, the movie's trying to deal with the opioid crisis and the fentanyl crisis, which is a very real crisis in the world right now. But it doesn't really want to explore it in any kind of cinematic or academic way, or really explore the effects of it, or of heroin use, or anything like that. Like, you think like Requiem for a Dream. It pushes the boundaries, but it does it for a reason, and it does it for a purpose. This movie uses this hot button issue for cheap tawdry, false importance to this sleazy, bad movie. And the other thing, too, is the movie, at the exact midpoint of the movie, Olivia Cooke is by far the one who kind of comes out of this the most intact. Like, she's really the one giving it the most all to it. She's giving 110%. She's killed off halfway through this movie. She finds out what Jack Rayner is up to, and he accidentally pushes her down the stairs. Now, luckily, she gives birth to a baby girl. The ending of this movie is she knows her son did it. He basically admits that he did it. He killed his own brother and is a psychopath. His wife knows he did it. And he's not only, one, choosing to stay with him, she's pregnant with his child, and they are regularly babysitting the brother's kid. And so the ending of this movie is Hilary Swank watching them leave for the day and him making goo-goo eyes at the baby, leaving kind of with this stony look on her face. And they're narrating, she's a journalist, and so they're narrating the article she's going to write about this whole thing that went down. She sits there and just kind of stares basically at the camera for like a solid minute. She walks, it was like one shot, walks to her kitchen, grabs a cigarette, sits there, and then it is a full-blown close-up shot. And the name of the movie, the name of the drug was Mother's Milk. And so the name of the article is Mother's Milk, Brother's Blood. Deep. Fuck you. She sits there with the manuscript, like the rough edit of her article on the table. She sits there, and then there's a close-up to the cigarette, the end of the cigarette burning. Her, like, smoking it. And the way that it's closed up, it is left to be like, maybe she's just smoking the cigarette, maybe she's burning the evidence. It just ends. It just stops. So the whole movie, you're just like, okay, so she's a bad parent. He's a monster. The son was a junkie who died at his brother's hands. His girlfriend died at his brother's hands, almost killing his niece. The niece is born, and the wife is not only staying with the guy, but the mother is just kind of like, yeah, my son's evil, but who cares? The end. Fuck this movie. Fuck this movie. Fuck the people who made it. This is cruel. It's mean-spirited. It's sleazy. The only good thing about it is that it's 89 minutes, or 88 minutes. That's it. That is the only saving grace of this movie. I hated this movie. It was me and two other people in the theater. I think they were actually going to try to hook up, to be perfectly honest with you, and I think I ruined their plans. They saw me, and they actually looked kind of horrified. And they just kind of kissed a little bit. I don't know. This is such a waste. This is terrible. You know how bad this movie was? I'm pretty sure that there was a problem with the speaker, like one of the audio channels was malfunctioning, and I didn't even bother to go outside and tell someone, because it wasn't going to save this. This movie is horrible. This is absolutely despicable. I hated this movie. It needs to rot in a pit forever. I hated this movie. It exploits the drug problem. It exploits human decency. And the thing is, that ending, okay, if it was in a smarter movie, that kind of setup of it, you think like something like Gone Girl. But Gone Girl, the movie made clear that all its characters, to a certain extent, were bad. Like, it made clear that everyone involved, to a point, was deeply, 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 deeply flawed to kind of evil in that movie. And it was David Fincher, so it got away with it. This movie doesn't do that. It tries to feign sympathy in characters. The only character we really feel any sympathy for, quite frankly, is Olivia Cooke, and then also Hopper Penn, Sean Penn and Robin Wright Penn's son, which, man, what a waste. He, who's like his junkie friend, who is like the prime suspect, because of course, the brother's the one on the case, to cover his own tracks. Fuck this movie. I hated this movie. It was despicable. It was awful. Can we move on, please? This was terrible, and I'm gonna give it, middle finger of kindness. Just fuck this movie. 0 stars. I hated this movie. One of the very worst films of the year, like the top of the top. Just don't see this movie. Don't bother to see this movie. No one's going to see this movie. This movie is dumped into theaters. The 3 main actors are good actors. This kind of proves the theory that Roger Ebert always said about how it takes really talented people to make some of the worst movies. And this is the reason. I hated this movie. I absolutely hated this movie. Don't bother with The Good Mother. It's terrible. It's one of the worst films of the year. Yeah, I've said my piece. I hated this piece of garbage. Let's move on. I'm seeing a better movie tomorrow. I've heard Bottoms is really good. I'm really excited to see that. And, yeah. Alright. So now, here, Trailer Trash, or as I like to call it, a look at movies that will almost certainly be better than this one. Unless they're Nazi propaganda. Priscilla. I cannot wait. Sofia Coppola. We talked about this one a bunch. Color Purple, talked about it. Looks good. Ordinary Angels, another Hilary Swank movie. It looks like it could be cute. As long as it doesn't have a secret agenda, it looks pretty harmless. I don't know. What Happens Later, this is the Meg Ryan movie. This looks kind of good. We talked about it before. A Haunting in Venice, talked about it. Looks good. She Came to Me. So this is a dark comedy starring Peter Dinklage and Anne Hathaway and Marisa Tomei, and he's an opera writer who has a relationship with, I think it's like his therapist, and then also he meets a fan played by Marisa Tomei who's like a stalker, and he's trying to balance it and trying not to have the two people meet each other. It's like a dark screwball comedy. It looks actually really funny. I laughed a lot at the trailer. I had not heard of this one, and it has a pretty impressive cast. I hope it's good. Yeah. That's it for the trailers. Was there Sharma? No, there's not. All right. That's it. We'll be back tomorrow night for Bottoms. Sunday is Mastani, the Indian film. Monday, I don't know if it's going to be a full review or a quick thoughts. I haven't decided. But me and my sister are going to go see Cat Video Fest 2023, and there's going to be something I'm going to do about it. It's either going to be like a short thing or it's going to be like a review. It depends on. It's my first one, so I don't know yet. Tuesday is Office Race. Next week we got My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. The Nun 2, The Nunjing 2, as I call it, and Jawan. I think that's what it's called, another Indian film, starring Shah Rukh Khan, who's one of the greats. So yeah, that's all coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. Love you all. Appreciate you all. I love you all. Classic Miss Jelly 3000. Like, subscribe, follow, do all the things. Some of you already have it. If you haven't, take care of yourselves, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. I want to know down below, what did you think of The Good Mother? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Do you think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make my other extra better. I'll catch you guys next time. Hopefully with better movies. Take care. Luke, go watch Nimona. Go finish Nimona. Bye, guys. Peace.